kindergartners, my name is Miss Belts, and Miss Grimes and all of your amazing kindergarten teachers are letting me get to be a guest math teacher for the next couple of weeks, and I'm so excited. So today is Monday, March 29th, 2021. Today, what are we going to do? Well, we will sort different objects into like groups. How are we going to do this? We will look at different shapes and sort them into different groups. I'm excited. Why are we going to do this? Well, it's important to be able to group objects that look the same. Are you ready? I hope so. Let's look at some vocabulary words. So we're going to have 3 vocabulary words today. The first one is sort. Can you say sort? Sort. Nice job. So the word sort means that you're going to move things around and you're going to group them. You're going to put them in a pile, or you're going to put them in a group that are the same. So like I'm looking at this, and this is all the same kind of shape, and this is all the same kind of shape. So they sorted them by different shapes. We're going to actually do something like that today. The next word we have is side. So I know that Miss Grimes talked to you last week about different shapes. Does anybody remember what this one's called? I hope you said triangle, because that's what it is. It's a triangle, and a triangle has 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. We're going to talk some more about that this week also. But this is a side, and that's an important thing to know. And it's also a straight side. It's not curvy. The last one is vertex. Can you say vertex? Nice job. Vertex is kind of a hard word to say sometimes, but a vertex is where 2 sides come together. So that's what it's showing us in this picture. So let's get started with our activity for today. Can you help me? I want to sort all of these different shapes into groups, and I need your help. Do you think you can help me? Oh, I hope so. So let's look at it. So here are all of my different shapes. What are some things that you notice? Think about it, think about it, think about it. What do you notice? Okay, I want you to turn to somebody that's right beside you. So if you're at home, it might be your mom or your dad or your sister or your brother or somebody else. But if you're at school, I want you to turn and talk to somebody that's beside you. What is something that you notice? All right, come back to me in 3, 2, 1. What is something that you notice? Oh, I heard some people say that there's different colors. What colors are there? There's red, there's yellow, and there's green. Those are the colors that I see, and they're all on a white background. What else do you notice? Yeah, I see it too. There's a smiley face right there. So today what I need your help with is I want to sort these all into different ways. So we're going to do 2 different ways today, and I want to see if you can figure out what they are. So looking at this, what's one way we could sort these shapes? Well, let's get started. Let's see. So my first thing that I'm thinking is I want to sort them into 3 different groups. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at each of these shapes, and we're going to sort them. We're going to put them in a group that's the same, and we're going to put them into 3 different groups. So the first one I want to look at is this shape right here. And since it's our first shape, we can put it wherever we want. So I'm going to put it in group number 1. Now our next shape is this shape. So this shape looks like a heart, and it's red, and I see some curvy lines. So do you think it should go in group 1, or do you think we should start another group? I'm going to put it over here in group 2. So this one had a curvy line and a straight line. This one just has a curvy line. This one was yellow, and this one was red. Let's keep going. Let's look at this shape next. What do you notice about this shape? I agree. It is green, and it is a curved line, and it's more like an oval shape. So do you think we should put it in group 1, group 2, or group 3? I'm going to put it over here in group 3. Do you think you know what my role is? Do you think can you figure out how I'm sorting them? Let's see. I have this red rectangle. Do you think it should go in group 1, 2, or 3? I'm going to put it in group 2. Why could I put it in group 2? How is it the same as this red heart? All right, let's see what happens. Next one is this yellow rectangle. So if I have this yellow rectangle, where should I put it? 1, 2, or 3? I'm going to put it in group number 1. How are these two the same? Let's keep going. I have this green star. Where do you think this green star should go? Group 1, 2, or 3? I'm going to put it in group 3. How are these the same? Have you figured out how I'm grouping them yet? All right, let's try again. This one is going to go in group 1. None of these look the same. This one has a curved line, and these have straight lines, but they're all together. Why do you think they're all together? All right, let's look at this one. Look at this green square. It's kind of on the it's kind of turned a little bit, but it's still a square. And I'm going to put it over here in group 3. All right, what about this red rectangle? Where's it going to go? Some of you are starting to get my pattern or figure out how I'm grouping them. All right, what about this green? It kind of looks like a rainbow, but it's just green. Where's it going to go? If you said 3, you're right. All right, what about this yellow? It kind of looks like a raindrop to me. I don't know what it is. Where should it go? 1, 2, or 3? Show me with your fingers. 1, 2, or 3? I hope you said 1. All right, what about this red triangle? Where's it going to go? Yeah, it's going to group 2. What about the yellow rectangle? Oops, I clicked too fast. It's okay. It's over here in group 1. What about the red moon? Where's the red moon going to go? That's right. What about my yellow smiley face? Where's it going to go? It's going to group 1. What about my green triangle? 1, 2, or 3? I'm going to say 3. What about my green moon? Where's it going to go? 1, 2, or 3? All right, you're right. It's going to group 3. What about my red circle? Where's it going to go? Yep, that's right. It's going over here in group 2. How did I sort these? That's right. I sorted them by color. Now that's one way we can sort, but there are lots of other ways we can sort. So let's look at another way we can sort. So what is another way we could sort these shapes? So it's the same exact shapes we just looked at. And this time I want to put them into 2 groups. I want you to try to figure out what I actually did. So let's see. I'm going to put this one over here. This one is also over here. What about this green oval? It's going to group 1 also. Interesting. All right, what about the red rectangle? Oh, it's going to finally move over here to group 2. And the yellow rectangle? It's going to group 2. The yellow triangle? Group 2 also. Have you figured out what I'm doing yet? Green star. Red rectangle? Green square? My green rainbow looking shape. Where do you think it's going to go? It's going to group 1. What about the teardrop or the raindrop? Group 1. Triangle. Group 2. Rectangle. Group 2. What about the red moon? Let's go into group 1. Smiley face. Group 1. Is that where you thought it was going to go? What about the triangle? Where do you think it's going to go? Yeah, it's going to group 2. What about the red circle? Group 1. And what about the green moon? Group 1. Okay, I want you to look at this. So I sorted them a certain way, but I didn't tell you how I sorted them. That is what I want you to figure out. So look at how all these shapes look in group 1 and look at all these shapes in group 2. How are they the same? And how did I sort these? I want you to turn and talk to somebody. Turn and talk. Okay, come back to me in 3, 2, 1. How did I sort these? Well, if you said that group 1 was made of lines that are curved or they're not straight lines, you're right. So if these are not straight lines, they're curved lines or squiggly lines, what kind of lines are these? Yeah, these are all straight lines. There's no curves in them at all. So let's review what we talked about today. Today, we talked about sorting different objects into different groups. We looked at different shapes and sorted them into different groups. What's the 2 ways we sorted them? By color and by the kind of lines they had. And we did this because it's important to be able to look at objects that look the same. Now it's going to be your turn. So what you're going to do is you are going to have a paper that looks similar to this. So if you're in school, it's going to look a little bit different. If you're at home, this is the one you're going to use. What you're going to do is you're going to sort all of these shapes into 2 groups. If you're using the computer or your iPad, you're able to drag them and put them either in group 1 or group 2. If you're at school, you're going to cut them out and you're going to glue them either on group 1 or group 2. If you're at home and you want to do it that way too, that's fine. Then you're going to tell someone how you sorted the shapes. I cannot wait to see all of your amazing work, and I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to turn in your assignment to Google Classroom. Bye.